Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Another treat. Today we're going to meet Dee again. After all these years, Dee, is this the uh,
Fifth tour,
fifth
yes.
tour?
Yeah,
Wow.
fifth. Wow, yeah, I know.
And that's going to be a record, for me, 5 of the same person.
We go back a long ways, Bob.
We do. We do. And your story is so remarkable and so inspiring.
Well, I've come a long ways, I think.
And you've really come through a lot in
Yes.
over the years. And that's a question I get all the time is what happens if I have health problems or what happens when I get older?
Yeah.
What? And you are the living embodiment of the perfect answer. So let's go back just briefly to the very beginning. And you were on the road living on not much money.
No, very little. A little over $800 a month. I was living in a car when I started out, a few months before I met you. And then eventually I worked up to a cargo trailer, and now I have the box van. During the first year or 2 years, I had a lot of health problems. I had a stroke. I had a broken back, a broken wrist, 4 major eye surgeries. I lost my service animal, and they had to kill my thyroid. So I had a lot of health problems,
Wow.
and I still have health issues, but hardly anything compared to that.
Good. After that, you've had
Yeah,
plenty.
yeah.
And you've been a boondocker this whole time.
The whole time until a few months ago. Unfortunately, a few months ago, back in the summer, it was very hot. I couldn't travel because they had the fires up in the higher elevation, and I had some medical appointments. So I had to get a home base. I rented a little space in an RV park for the summer, really, what it was planning, so I can plug into the air conditioning. It gets 120 degrees here in the summer. So I stayed for the summer, and now I think I'm going to keep this space and still be able to go off grid as often as I want. Just have a place to come back to if I need it.
Right.
So for $1,500 a year plus electricity, yeah,
$1,500 for the entire
right,
year?
or 200 a month plus
Oh
electricity.
my
Yeah,
goodness, that is so
yeah.
cheap.
So it's fantastic. I have everything here. But this way, I still go off grid a lot. If I need to be around town or need to be closer to people, because I always really camped alone for the most part.
Mhm.
I did get together with people on occasion, but for the most part, I was alone. I really need to have people around me in case, you know, I'm in great health actually.
Finally.
Yeah, yeah, but just in case, because as I get older, I'll be 70 this year, 70 years old. And as a solo female, it gets pretty physical.
Yes. Yeah, you
So,
have to take care of yourself.
yeah.
Everything that needs to be done, you have to do it.
One thing that's happened as a nomad, I've made a great deal of friends. I have a great community of friends
Right.
around me. They will come at an instant to help me if I need it, including you, Bob.
Including me.
And so I know that I can reach out if I need anything, but really I do everything for myself. I really never ask.
Right.
I don't need anything. I have everything I need.
Right. And so one of the things is that you're still in your box van here in
Yes,
the RV park.
yes, I'm still living off grid, on grid,
Yes.
so to speak. I mean, because I have electricity. Other than that,
Right.
my box fan is still off grid. I still run on solar. I still run everything that I did.
Right. And so everyone else probably has the full hookups,
Right,
but you have to have a bathhouse,
right,
and you just go over to the bathhouse.
right, exactly. And they have a bathroom there, dumpsters. My biggest problem with the off-grid living is trash.
It really is a pain.
Getting rid of the trash. I love having the dumpster. Even if I go off grid, I can come back here and dump my trash.
Right. Yes.
That's funny, but it is true.
So there are probably folks out there that are wondering, that sounds really good. Where is she doing this at? So we're here in Quartzsite, Arizona,
Right.
and what is the RV park?
This is Paradise RV Park.
So your life has taken a turn, but it's still wonderful.
It is. I still live the way I want to. I still have my freedom. I still have my community. I still have everything I need. I still have my health.
Yes,
Thank God.
that's the most important thing
Yeah,
of all.
yeah.
So, a lot of folks over the years, people have asked, what are you going to do when you get old and you can't be on the road? And Dee has answered the question. You're going to go into an RV park. You're going to have community and friends and travel when you
Yeah.
can.
I don't love the fact that I had to move into the RV park, but I know I don't have to stay here. I can get out and do what I always do.
Right.
But, getting up there in years, and who knows what our health is going to be. I have to be somewhere, have a place to go to when
Right.
I need it.
Right.
That's all.
Well, it's going to happen to all of us. If we love the nomad life, eventually our bodies, our brains, just won't let us be out here.
That's
And
true.
this is the perfect solution.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, really, really good. I'm so delighted. And you added a car in,
I did.
so you don't have to break camp every time you
Right.
want to just make a quick trip around town.
Right.
You've kind of got the best of both worlds.
Yeah. For so long, I had no transportation except the truck. I spent hour or 2 hours every time I had to go to town to get a loaf of bread or a gallon of water. So it's really nice to be able to go somewhere in a car
Yes.
without breaking camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's something all of us can
Yeah,
relate
yeah.
to.
So I love it.
All right, let's take a look around.
All right. So I brought some of my elephants from Modesto, from where it was before. So I did that. I put a few signs and things like that. Um, the air conditioner is a brand new one. These folding steps are new.
Yes.
They fold right up inside, and I have a door that closes and locks. And this butcher block door, this is a glow step torque lift step. And I put a butcher block countertop. I made it into a door, and I tripped 5 or 6 coats of polyurethane on top of it. And we didn't do a perfect job, but it's pretty decent. So I'll show you the other side. So this door completely closes. I have the locks and deadbolts on the bottom one too. So it's perfect. And then I built, I don't know, I don't need to go over the place, but I built this little yard for my dog, Maxie. Sweet little Maxie. He needed a place to have a little freedom without the leash.
Mm-hmm.
So I did this for him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice also I can sit outside and visit with my friends. I put this gate on for the dog. So he's an escape artist. So in here, really nothing has changed except I lost my fridge. I had a dual fridge in there on top of the battery box, and it went out. So I had to replace it. So this is the new little fridge. It's not great, but it's fine. So I have a new little fridge with a tiny freezer. This shelf I put up here so I can put all the things I need access to easily. So that shelf has been great. I also had to put a shelf in here because I got a little tiny microwave, 700 watts. So I did that. And I built these drawers here, Bob, right next to you. Let me move these. I built these drawers. They go back 2 feet, all the way back.
Those are long drawers.
Yeah, really long. And I have my little Alpacool freezer down there. So I still have a freezer when I travel. This is 110. It only takes 45 watts. I don't know if you saw these pull-out shelves here.
No, I don't
This
think
is
so.
where I work on my laptop to do videos and stuff for my YouTube channel. And then I also have a pull-out shelf over here. It's great. Whoops. And that I can use that. I built a keyboard shelf and for my ukulele. And I put this here so that the bedding never hits the heater when I have the propane heater. This is a Wave 6 heater.
Mm-hmm.
So I
And it can
added
get
that.
cool in the desert.
Yes, it does. And then I don't know if these were done when you were here. I had the drawers, but I had a friend help me do the faces on them. So then I took all my curtains because rods were in the way or they came loose, things like that. I put snaps. Snap to the ceiling and snap to this bed here for this here. This is where my composting toilet stays. And then I have this here. So that works out really well. I did the same thing on the pass-through between the cab and the truck. And the other thing I added, I got knickknacks. I showed you the little dogs up there. Okay, I never had anything for decor. I was so plain Jane. I am anyhow, but so I added that.
Nice.
And I added my elephant, the small elephants I had in my elephant collection back in Modesto before I started my journey. So I picked up a few. I added this light, which turns 360 any way I wanted and can go this way, up and down. So I have another light. And I added this little bench seat. So if I have company, somebody can come in and sit down comfortably. Put a little cushion on it. What it is really just a storage for all my paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Never have a place for paperwork when you're traveling like this. So that's the thing I did. Oh, when I built the drawers, I built a little closet area off to the right. That's my closet.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now I don't have to have everything over here. I still do sometimes, but so I do have a little closet area, and that's pretty much everything.
And tell us again the name of this RV park. And do you know if they have any openings?
I don't know if they have any openings. They stay pretty full, but it's
Right.
Paradise RV Park. What I will say, Bob, is there's lots of RV parks in Quartzsite,
Yes,
Arizona, and many of them are under $300 a month.
Right.
So this is not unique. This is a nice park, but it's not unique.
Right. You really do have the best of both worlds now.
I think so. I have done the best I can, and I'm grateful. You know, like I said, I wasn't thrilled to have to find a home base. I would always thought about it. What would I do if I lose my eyesight or something? But at least I know I have a place to come to.
Right.
And so I wouldn't encourage anybody, if you can have a place, maybe you have a family or somebody that has property, always think about what will you do if you do get sick or something happens. I don't want to die in a nursing home, Bob.
No.
I want to die in my own bed, in my own home, with my own friends around. I'm not looking to die anytime soon, but I when I go, I would love to be able to choose the way I go.
Absolutely.
I want to choose doing what I love and living the way I love.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's wonderful. Okay, folks, I know you've been inspired, and you have hope. Dee is a bright beacon of hope. No matter the cards life deals you, you can turn them into something good.
I want to add one thing.
You bet.
It's my faith in God that has gotten me through, Bob. Not everybody believes in God, and that's okay. Everybody makes their own choices. But my faith in God is what has gotten me through all the struggles, all the trials, all the problems. And, I know I'm never alone, ever, ever alone. He gets me through every obstacle. The things I've gone through, I could not have done that without my faith. So I just had to add that.
I agree 100%, and I'd say the exact same thing for myself.
Good.
So, yeah, I really appreciate that. So, folks, I know you've been inspired, found hope here. If you have, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.